What's up, guys? So today's video is going to be a little bit different than the normal like Q&A type thing. I wanted to address a couple comments, and I wanted to start doing this anyway with you guys. When I see comments, I see all kinds of good ones, and every now and then I'm just going to throw out a quick video like this with you where I can just chat with you guys and let you know that I'm reading your comments. I appreciate you guys, by the way. But there's two comments, and I think they really get to the heart of something that I find is very, very important for training, and it's something that if you take away the lesson that I'm going to talk about here, I think it's something that's really useful for your jiu-jitsu training. And so the first comment came from Ridian D, and it was a question. He says, question Chewy, or it could be a she, I can't really quite see, says, you seem like you let a lot of leg lock entries go in your video. Do you not spar with leg locks at your gym, or are they just not a big part of your game? And then we got a question from Warren Hopkins, who says, when you and Chad begin rolling, do you walk up to him having an idea of what you want to do, or do you just play with whatever he's doing and play off of that and react, or both, or neither? So thanks for the question, guys. So Ridian, let's talk about yours first. When I'm going for techniques in the gym, do I use leg locks? Do I let them go? Whatever, right? Well, here's the thing. In that roll, during that rolling session, I wasn't trying to attack leg locks because I was trying to play a particular game. I was actually trying to play more of my A game, which doesn't really involve leg locks. I play leg locks enough that I feel very comfortable with them, but if it's like my go-to competition game plan, I'm probably not going to use them all that often, especially because a lot of the stuff that I do involves heel hooks, and again, you can't heel hook when you go to like an IBJJF, and at that particular training session, I was actually getting ready for the Nogi Worlds, which I ended up getting sick, couldn't do it, which sucked. But so when I was rolling with people, when I would catch the leg lock entries, a lot of times I would just kind of let them go, come up with it, and use it as a sweep, right? And then to answer your question, forgot your name already, Warren, you were asking about whether or not I know what I'm going to go for with Chad or when I'm rolling. The answer is yes and no, right? So I know what I'm going to go for. I have an idea of what I'm going for, especially if we're talking about a situation where I'm going to use my A game. It's a very precise sliver of what I know and what's available to me. But on a day-to-day basis, I typically always step on the mat having some goal in my head, right? Which is important. And this kind of goes back to the question. I could have attacked the leg locks, but it wasn't part of my goal that day. And when I train, I always want to have some sort of thing to focus on, because training can be fun. You can just kind of flow with the go and that kind of thing. But I'm always trying to get better with something. I'm always trying to improve just a little bit with something. And so I always have kind of a goal in the back of my mind of something I'd want to do. It might be to hit a particular sweep. It might be to not get swept, right? So like sometimes when I'm in competition mode, I might be rolling and I don't really care what moves I do, but my goal is not to give up any points. That's kind of a thing that I might play in my head. And he's like, I'm not going to get swept, I'm not going to get taken down, I don't give any points up. Sometimes it's leg locks, like I have a video that's coming up soon where you'll see me doing all kinds of leg locks. It was during one of our Friday classes, but again, it changes. And then at the same time, I have to react to what Chad's doing, because again, anytime you go against someone that has a really good game, who's very skilled, then again, you're going to be in that situation where you're going to give and take a little bit. You're going to go after what you're doing, but at the same time, they're going to throw you off balance to some degree, and you're going to have to adjust and see how your game works in that situation. But the reason I wanted to share this video with you guys is because it's really, really important that when you guys step on the mat, you should have some focus, right? You should have some idea of what you want to do. Maybe you don't do it every day, right? Maybe you don't step on the mat every single day and have something you're working on, but on a regular basis, you should have something you're working on. A great example of my gym right now, one of our guys, it's funny, he's been working on a guillotine choke for about 6 months now. My student Justin, might be longer than 6 months. And when he went down to Costa Rica, all the guys that hadn't rolled with him for a long time, everybody's coming up to me going like, man, doing this. And I'm like, Gerald with Justin? You're like, yeah, dude, he's just going after my neck. And that's because he's hunting that movement, right? I've talked about this in another video where, if a hunter's going out hunting, right? If it's deer season, what are they hunting? They're hunting deer. If it's duck season, it's ducks. Whatever they're doing, right? They're hunting a particular type of animal. And you have to kind of take that same approach with your jiu-jitsu sometimes where, again, you got to go on the hunt. Go on the hunt for a particular position, a move, a technique, or whatever it is, and really focus in on that and do it for at least, I typically tell people at least a month, and then see if you move from there to see what happens. So again, kind of rattled off a little bit there, but the idea I think is clear for you guys. When you watch some of those rolling videos, you'll typically notice during the roll, that typically comes from one day, that I'm working on something, that there's a particular flow to it, and that I was doing something in particular. And that's not done by accident, that's done on purpose, because I'm trying to work on particular movements and techniques depending on the day. So that would be something useful to you guys as you continue to watch the rolling videos. Watch what I'm up to. right? It's not just about the fact that I'm rolling, but watch how I'm rolling, watch what I'm doing, and that could give you sort of a good idea to how to maybe bring some focus to your own game. So guys, thanks for the questions that you send in, and again, I'll try to do some of these comment videos from time to time with you guys if you like them, and I'll talk to you guys next time.